Okay, everybody. So, welcome back. This is Ian from Mindful Marketplace, and welcome back to A Tiny Revolution. This is our brand new publishing platform for those of you who are looking to create tiny courses, tiny products, tiny communities that make a big impact in 2022 and beyond. All right, so I want to share with those of you who have asked. I've been doing a lot of private micro courses, mini courses in our community, and a bunch of folks have asked about the software we're using. So I'm going to show that to you and recommend that you try it too if you're looking at creating a tiny empire of small products, small courses, and tiny, just about anything you can imagine in the micro, mini, or nano course format. So here are some questions that have come in, and I just kind of curated them into a Q&A style recording or video that I'm going to cover. You actually have this PDF in your members area, and I'll show you an example of a course that we created as well, or that I created actually just this morning on March 10th, 2022, in about 20 minutes. It's not a Michelangelo piece of work, but you'll see how effective this sort of thing is for teaching content that you can use in your own business. And as you'll see in this PDF, there are many skillful ways of actually incorporating or integrating this sort of content into your existing platform in a smart and strategic way that'll let you monetize these courses in a way that you won't really hear about in other places. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to cover the basic tool, the tech, the software, and how we use it. All right, so essentially, this is what people have been asking. The tool is called 7taps. It's 7taps.com. It's a really cool piece of software that allows you to create tiny courses for your platform, for your community. These are often referred to as micro content, micro courses, nano content, etc. I just call them tiny courses because our platform is a tiny, revolution. So all of our sort of verbiage is kind of revolving around the word tiny. All right, do people need to sign up for 7taps to view the content? This is really important because this is a distinction that's really critical. And I'm glad people are asking this because if you sign up for Gumroad, for an example, you have to sign up. If you're buying a course on Gumroad or Podia, you have to go through a sign up process. And 7taps or Kajabi or Teachable or Thinkific, etc. 7taps allows you to share your content by dint of a link or some of the other options that I'm going to share with you below. So no one needs to sign up for anything. You can share this stuff on these courses on Facebook, on Twitter, on Pinterest. I've done all this, and no one needs to do anything. They get directed right to the course, which is really, really user friendly. All right, so how do you share a 7taps course? So rather than having people go through this login or sign up thing, you can actually share your courses via link, via SMS, via QR code, via email. And really, my favorite approach is an iframe. And the reason that I like the iframe is because you can embed these courses now within a private community like Circle or Tribe or Ghost or that sort of software. So if you're running a platform that has restricted content so that it protects your content, you can actually put your mini courses behind the paywall or behind the gated or restricted area, let's say within Ghost or Circle, that folks actually have to sign up to get access to your mini course. And that gives you the ability to monetize your courses when you're ready for that. So you have both options. You can share via a simple link. And then if you're building a platform like we are, or many of you are, I know in our community, you can actually also have those courses, or let's say the second iteration of a free course or the upgrade, behind a cohort or a community based cohort experience where folks can actually engage with or interact with each other, your content, your micro courses, etc., in a smart, strategic way. All right. So this leads into this question, which has come up a couple times in the last couple days. When I've been doing these in our private community, can you charge for these micro courses? And the truth is, they don't allow creators the ability to accept payments for courses. I don't know that that's coming or not coming down the road. Actually, when I first signed up for 7Taps, I remember talking to one of I think their lead marketing guy on the phone for a while, and I was asking him, "Can you charge for the course? Can we take payments for the course?" And he didn't seem to even understand why I was asking that. But for those of us who are in that sort of space where you're using things like Podia or Teachable or Gumroad or Buy Me a Coffee or any of those sorts of content platforms where you charge for your content, it's obviously an important thing. But what you can do, and this sort of dovetails nicely with the previous point, you can include your courses within a iframe or embed them within a private community where you're already charging, right? So you can have, let's say, a circle community where you're charging $25 a month for access to all of your courses that you're using, that you're building on 7Taps, or Ghost, the same thing. And you're just building course after course after course after course really, really quickly, really effectively, and just gating them all behind the monthly membership or within an individual post. If you want to do it that way, you can do anything you really want using a paywall based approach. And I really recommend, if you're building a cohort based community, I know many folks in my own Podia learning community are doing that. So if you're learning how to do that now, using the cohort for the interactivity between members, between audience, between your students, members, users, etc., you can actually incorporate the engagement element of that within the micro course format, giving you sort of the best of both worlds. So you're giving them this micro course content, and then giving them a much deeper dive experience within the cohort where they can post their own questions, their own user generated content. They can interact with a teacher or teachers. They can interact with each other. You can do quizzes, do fun things, etc., all built around this 7Taps model. All right, how do you design a micro course? A couple of people have asked about that. So the 7Taps platform offers a great array of design variations. And if you're on a premium plan, as we are, you can actually create your own themes, which can be, branded to your your color schemes and your assets, et cetera, et cetera. You can also include your logo and any other sort of branding requisites that you have or need. They also have a great set of pre-existing courses that you can, that are kind of like dummy courses, but they're not really dummy courses. They're real courses. Let's call them example courses, as I wrote here, that you can clone to your workspace, which gives you a really great starting off point to launch your own courses without having to think about the theming or designing your own decks. All right, can you add sound and video to the micro courses on 7Taps? Absolutely. I haven't really done much of this, but you can include 60 seconds of audio per card, or you can add AI videos through the Synthesia platform, which I've also used since they launched way back, I don't know, I guess in 2021, and I've done some videos on those as well, although I'm not paying for that anymore because I just didn't find I was getting the usage out of the Synthesia platform, but the videos are all AI generated, kind of like avatar generated videos that are scripted based around your own words, and it's really, really cool. So that's actually built in to 7Taps, which is one of the reasons I decided not to stop paying for Synthesia, because the usage that we were using it for is really already built in for free to this. You can also add your own short videos. So videos like the one I'm doing right now are a little bit long, right? Like this video in particular, but I think like up to 60 seconds worth of video you can add to your cards, which is really a great upgrade and addition to their platform. That's pretty recent, I think in the last month or so, and it's March of 2022 as I record this. All right, how about GIFs and images? Yeah, absolutely. If you're on a premium plan, or at least the premium plan that we're on, which I think is the second tier up, you can add your own images that are stored on your your dashboard, so you can reuse them, repurpose them over and over again. You access those by dint of the card or the when you edit a card, you have the image icon, and when you click on that, it'll bring up that sort of drawer on the right hand side. You can add your own images, or you can pull GIFs from Jiffy and all that sort of stuff. Very, very cool. You don't need your own images. I found you can actually just use the free plan and get a lot of use out of the thousands of GIFs that are available at your fingertips. All right, this is the real important piece. How long does it take to create a course on 7TAPS? The truth is, it takes me, somewhere around 20 minutes. It depends on how detail oriented you want to get. But if you know the material, you can literally create a full course in about 30 minutes. If I'm trying to find the perfect images or the right GIF or a card, or I'm adding audio or video content, or I'm experimenting with that, it can take a few hours, but it's really, super quick. And a couple of years ago, this sort of stuff would have taken a Herculean effort that, and that's even understanding that you have access to this sort of software, which was not available when I was starting to teach online a few years ago. So it's really fast, it's fun, it's super easy, and it makes for a really, really enjoyable experience for those of us who are used to these Kajabi, teachable, even Gumroad, Podia sorts of experiences. All right, and lastly, how many actually, how much does it cost? That's not the last question. I don't really know the different cost tiers. The one that we're on is $99 a month. I think there's like a $50 a month tier and a free tier, and there may be one that's like enterprise level, which I haven't looked at, but you can test it for free. I think they have a free trial as well, so you can check that out if you're interested. And the most important thing for me is there are so many use cases to be able to use this software in cool and creative ways. You can, offer these sorts of services to clients potentially, or, help your realtor clients or accountants or financial advisors or therapists or mental health professionals create, explainer sort of content or terms and definitions, or help their own clients understand how to walk through, let's say, buying a house, or doing your taxes, or mental health heuristics are really easy to create. That's what we're working on using 7TAPS. All right, think about book reviews or cliff notes, Q&A content, or even fun ways to augment and improve existing longer form content on something like Teachable, Podia, Thinkific, Kajabi, and all those sorts of platforms. You can actually, maybe if you don't want to replace those with this, you could just add, these like little micro courses or learning kind of, tidbits to a longer form experience, or like kind of reviewing content or testing content, etc., etc. You can add quizzes to your 7TAPS, which makes learning retention more impressive or easier to actually implement within a module. All that stuff is very easy, and it's a lot of fun to do. All right, lastly, I added to this video a example of something I did this morning. Again, like I mentioned earlier, it's about 20 minutes worth of content on neurotransmitter. It's for a partner in our platform that we're working on for mental health, for our mindfulness platform. And it was done using her information, and I just basically cobbled together the course in about 20 minutes. All right, very, very easy. It's a lot of fun, and you can try it here for free. I think they still have a free trial. If you sign up using our affiliate link for our Mindful Marketplace community, I'll send you something very cool that we're working on in March. Just let me know. Send me an email, mindfulmarketplace@gmail.com, and I'll send you access to that. But you have to sign up for a premium account or for a paid account, not for the free trial, to actually access that. All right. If you have any questions about creating tiny content, tiny course in a brand or business in 2022, feel free to reach out to me. Again, mindfulmarketplace@gmail.com, or via Twitter @IanHond. Teach what you know, do what you love, wake up the world with your work. If you want to see an example, I'll actually add or append an example of the course that I created above this morning, so that you can see how quickly, again, it's 20 minutes. It's not completely done yet, but you'll get a general gist of how quickly you can create content like that. Again, 20 minutes that took me, and it's pretty much almost finished. Thanks so much for watching, as always, and have a wonderful